10 plate out. This just pulls out. It's one of those spring tension. So once you pull this out, you're going to remove this back plate. It just unsnap. To do that, the reason we're doing it is there's supposed to be 2 screws. This car was missing. We're going to put screws in. There's one screw here, another screw here. So we're going to put the screws in. Next step is to remove this shifter. How you do it is this chrome part here. You're going to turn it counterclockwise like this. See this? It turns counterclockwise. Now that release this shifter straight up. Again, to put it back in, same thing. You straight down. Then you twist this one clockwise to lock it, counterclockwise to unlock it. So if you have to take this one out, counterclockwise like this, pull straight up. Then next step is to remove this. This just pulls out. And there is a yellow plug. You just pull it out. Then next step, so you got 2 screws out from here. Starting from the back side of it, you lift it up. Then you slide down the entire wood grain. Or actually, I'm down the entire wood grain. Or actually, I'm sorry. Pull this side carpet like this. There is a screw here. Same thing on the other side. There's another screw in there. So you're going to take this screw out, this screw out, this screw out, this screw out. Then you slide the whole thing starting from the back like this, then slide down like this. Then once you have this one out, flip it upside down, disconnect all the harnesses. There are 4 screws holding on to this radio, original radio. You remove 4 screws, entire radio pops out. This is a Scotch dash kit, and we had, let's see how it looks. All right, this is the dash kit. Dash kit, even though it fits okay, the front side of it, however, the back side, it didn't quite line up. What we had to do is, we had to make a little fabrication here. This is supposed to be on factory radio, but the factory radio has about 1-inch gap between the face of this wood grain piece to the back side of it, which we don't have. So what I did was I put a little spacer right here, and we put screw back on, same thing in the back. I put some washer, because on the back side of it, even though this one goes through the hole that holds the dash kit down, however the back one is a little short, so nothing's going to really hold the back side of it. So same thing, I put a metal washer like this, little metal washer down there, and put a spacer and put screw over. This one actually broke, so I put a little L bracket here, but on this side, as you can see, I put a washer there, spacer, then screw back on. Same thing over here. I put a washer here, that's the spacer, and the screw back on. And this mounting bracket gets mounted afterward. So once you do that, then radio looks pretty good, like this, like a factory radio. No different. The most common is your tail light, the seal breaks, or if it has a sunroof, like this. And if you don't clean the drain hole, which goes down this way, over time they get clogged up. Water goes down into the trunk where the components are, and they all get water damage. I'm going to show you the other car that we did. This is from another Mercedes Benz. We just got it out yesterday. As you can see, it's all rusted due to water got in there. And that is the tuner pack. Black one is an amplifier. They are all water damage. As you can see, it's a rust all over the place. And this is the radio out of another car. Different model, but basically same radio. So since it's a fiber optic, there is no speaker wires there because all the components are in the trunk. You got to run wire from the trunk up to the radio. All right, so it's in the trunk. There is a cutout like this. You got to take the cover off And then this main plastic locking pin comes out. There's a whole bunch of them, so you gotta take all of them out and don't lose it, because these has to go back in order to lock this panel back in place. So once you have that out, then this thing, hey, there's a screws in here too.
Oh yeah,
There's 4 screws. I'm gonna take this trunk liner out. Let's take this trunk liner out. Take those screws out. Those are Torx number 15 screws. After you're removing all the clips and screws, you can remove that. You just pull this away. There's one more screw. It's probably easier if you remove that screw there. So this is kind of flexible, so you can actually bend it. See another clip there? Just one. It doesn't matter, we got more. So that's all the components we're going to bypass. That's where the navigation tuner, CD changer, the amplifiers underneath, that's the fiber optic. So that, we're just gonna remove this. You just push the tab inward. This is the main harness we're gonna need. That's for the speaker wires, and we're gonna need an antenna adapter. This is the wiring information from DirectText. I'm going to paste it on my website for you. So cut it loose. And usually all speakers are twisted pair. And double check with the test light. Make sure you are grabbing the right wires. And we are using 9 conductor wire to run up front along with the antenna extension. This is a 9 conductor wire we're going to run. This is an antenna extension, we're going to run it up front. If you look on very top, all this yellow cable, be careful. Those are vacuum tube, and this is your vacuum pump for your door locks. So you can run wire all the way to the top. There is a kind of big hole there, way on the top. Let me show you. So you're gonna need like pry bar or something, and you pull away, and wire is very top right there. There's a big hole there. And once you run the wire through, be careful, there's gas tank. You don't want to use any drill or anything. You just carefully pry this away from this back panel, Run the antenna extension cable along with 9 conductor wires and run it just like what we are doing on one next to it. I'm going to show you the other car what we did. Pretty much the same idea. The amp got wet, tuner got wet, so we ran new wires, 9 conductor wires and antenna adapter up. Yeah, that's right. Just tight as a bitch. I forgot to mention there are 2 screws for the S-tray down there. They use torque screws, not magnetic. The ashtray is on the floor down there. This thing. There's the wire pinched.
Wire in the way?
Yeah, that's good. Just has to go down here in the groove. There's a plastic that goes down into that groove. Yep, right there, straight down. I think the front side has to be lifted up a little bit and yep. Yeah, like that. You gotta go straight down. So you gotta click the back side first, then the front side, then the shift knob.
Unlock. Lock.
Okay. Alright, everything is good.
2 more screws to go.
Yeah, 2 more on the side.
Yeah.
Let's mention the 2 screws for the S-tray on there.
Unlock. Lock.
Okay. Alright, everything is good.
2 more screws to go.
Yeah, 2 more on the side.
And you have the